My name is Douglas Spur, and I'm the founder and CEO of US GlobalNet in Phoenix, Arizona. USGN is a private, self-funded company who was first to market with cloud-based collaborative project management solutions for multi-unit industries like corporate retail rollouts. Since the beginning, over 100,000 people have used USGN to build or manage a total of 125,000 projects. A lot of your architects, vendors, and contractors are already familiar with USGN because they've used it with other retailers. It all began with our first customer, which was PetSmart. PetSmart builds over 100 new stores or remodels every single year. Two things that immediately stand out about USGN are our customers and our flexibility. USGN is not a hard-coded system, but a customization platform. And that's why it appeals so much to large-scale corporate retailers who want the flexibility to do things their own way. PetSmart isn't our only Fortune 500 customer. We have many others, including Whole Foods, Amazon, and AutoNation. Whole Foods and Amazon were already customers of USGN before Whole Foods was recently purchased by Amazon. Prior to founding USGN, I built an architectural firm specializing in corporate retail clients. During those years, I developed my first software tool, which was in many ways the predecessor to USGN. We called it profit tracking, and it worked on this principle. Imagine a target flat on the ground at one end of a football field and an archer at the other end. The archer uses his best judgment to shoot an arrow into the air, hoping for a bullseye. After the arrow lands, he walks to the other end of the field to see how he did. Maybe he was too short or to the side, or maybe he got lucky enough to hit the target. Now imagine that it was possible to draw a dashed line through the sky that represented the trajectory that the arrow would need to take in order to hit the bullseye. Now the archer shoots the arrow, but this time he can make adjustments to the arrow's path in real time at any point along the dashed arc, all the way to the target, ensuring that the arrow lands where it's supposed to. No longer do we do our best and hope that the project will be on target at the end. Now, using USGN, we know the outcome at every point along the way. The reason such large companies are interested in USGN is because these companies already have ways of doing business that fit their organizational structure. They're looking for incremental change over time, and they don't usually move as fast as small companies do. Industry best practices depend on who you talk to, whereas our customers know what they want, and they want software to work the way they work, not the other way around. Although we have templates that customers can use right out of the box, every template can be easily modified for each specific need. USGN software is agile and robust, and there's really no equal to what we do. Although USGN software can be used by all kinds of customers for all kinds of applications, our typical customer is a corporate retailer building multiple store locations. We've developed 11 modules, including the base modules, which are document repository and construction workflow. The other modules are real estate, legal, lease management and abstract, financial workflow, integration with accounts payable, equipment, site audits, facilities and work order management, and franchise management. Besides the base system and the construction module, the most common module our customers initially add is finance. This module includes budgets, bidding, pay applications, change orders, and purchasing. It can easily integrate directly with your company's ERP or financial software. Executive dashboards is an example of reports and visuals that are designed to provide an overview, typically, of all current projects across the enterprise. Examples of reports in this Launchpad are Executive Overview, Budget Tracking, Equipment Tracking, Tracking Sheet, Project Data Report, Submittals Report, Budget Tracking by Geographic Location, Pipeline Report, Critical Dates Report. Of course, these reports can be anything your executives want to see. This is just an example showing what can be done. Some areas specific to construction workflow include the image center with thumbnail views, annotations, and slideshows. All photos can be easily uploaded by a mobile device or back in the office with your desktop or laptop computer. A Gantt chart can be rolled up across multiple projects or one project in multiple views. The schedule synchronizes with the project calendar. The RFI log shows an example of threading. Each RFI question is threaded together with all the responses. It shows RFIs that are open or closed, and it can show how long an item has been open or pending resolution. Change orders require a workflow process. Change orders frequently require multiple levels of approvals, and that is all accommodated within the software tools. Milestones are tracked using something called Grid Editor. It's very much like a spreadsheet because it allows you to edit multiple cells across multiple projects all at the same time. The project dashboard is like a to-do list. On one page, you can get the status updates and items that require approval. For example, you can show the oldest RFIs that are not approved yet. It helps you manage by exception. Each user can set up their own dashboards based on information that's important to them. This example shows how equipment maintenance is scheduled and managed. This is an application that is based on a number of workflows and approvals. This example shows lease tracking and abstracting. This is an example of a legal document with workflow, approval processes, signatures, and validations. This is an example of an equipment tracker using the Grid Edit tool again. It also tracks warranty expiration dates and notifies the right person ahead of time. This is an example graph showing purchase orders across one project. The graph is a helpful way to visualize purchase order status. This shows a report with visualizations comparing preliminary, final, and actual budget. This is the basic pipeline showing the type and status of all projects across the company rollout. How can you predict what your return on investment will be if you select USGN? Well, there are many ways to save money, time, and effort, and here are some examples. Fewer mistakes, better outcomes, better documentation, vendors who do the work for you, less or no litigation costs, no drawing repro costs, no phone tag or lost emails, automatic triggers that save time and effort, reduced travel time and cost, improved employee retention rates, a clear view of the project schedule, and a clear view of the project cost. Thank you for taking the time to watch this brief presentation. I hope that this quick overview of USGN has been helpful and insightful. Of course, these examples barely scratch the surface of what's possible when our customers use our software. Our next step is a more detailed, real-time demo with multiple stakeholders. I'm looking forward to seeing you then.